Chochi's throw. Have caught Fauskanga. He had a prolific record at the Beyond Limits Football Academy. Robo Arriere. He plays at Lillestrøm now in Norway. So a lot of the opposition players may well know a lot about him already. Prior to his move to Scandinavia, he scored 22 goals in 15 games. Some record. And Nigeria, number 9, very nearly got himself on the score sheet early on in this game. That wonderful strike came back off the bar. And Nieheim may well still be running that opportunity that he had through his mind. Håkan Ørsted. Van Kittelsen. Ayuma. Daniel Dagger. Oh, he's had his pocket picked. That could spell trouble. Haaland. A yellow card produced by the referee. Free kick for Nigeria. Daniel Dagger appears to be the one who was booked, and it was for that challenge there on Gustav Nieheim. Ten minutes to go to half-time. Auckland. Luca Højlund fancying the run at Achihi. Bamayi. Akinyele tossing it long. But every time it goes up there, those two giant Norwegian defenders seem to be winning most of it. Ayuma. Chochi, but Norway doing so well to block up the passing lanes, working as a unit to keep Nigeria at arm's length, forcing them to go long. And that plays right into Norway's hands. Lovely touch there from Haaland. Van Kittelsen followed closely by Okoro. Satebur to Holton. Well, That is deemed as a foul by Vekla Auckland. And it's a bit of a lecture from the referee, Joseph Dickerson. He was late, wasn't he? He was stretching to get for the ball. I'm not suggesting there was any malice there, but it was painful nonetheless for Nasaru Salihu. Daga. Little flick out wide towards Maigana. He's picked up an injury now. Norway play on. Here they come, it's 3-on-3. Van Kittelsen. Kronos spins away from Bamiyi. Holton looking for an option. Olavistet, first touch let him down. And Daga can intercept. Bamiyi. Daga. Achochi. Maigana looking to switch it right to left. Norway refusing to buckle. Hansen did say in the build-up that he felt Nigeria were very unpredictable, which made his plans for this game very tricky. He knew they'd be strong physically, but he insisted that Norway had to play on their own terms. As we see, Ayuma get a yellow card for putting his arm out there on Kronos. So another of those now who will have to tread carefully in this match. And the free kick is massively overhit. Well, he's produced the or at least one of the memorable moments of this first half. Luca Hoyland with that mazy run down the right. A fabulous ball in, and Gustav Nieheim unable to convert from right on the goal line. Olavistet, a robust challenge going in from Achochi on him. Achochi's header. Maigana. Well, someone just needs to get the ball down on the deck here. Hoyland will do just that. Kronos. Fairly comfortable, I'd suggest, for Norway at the moment. Nigeria, apart from that early strike from Ariyehi, seen much from them by way of an attacking force, and you can usually rely on them to ask serious questions of their opponents, but I suppose you have to give credit to Norway for how they've defended against the ball. Norway have looked rather more in control when they've had the ball at their feet. Settled into this game very nicely. And an opportunity for them here to throw the bodies forward into the Nigerian penalty area. Marcus Orlan to deliver. He's put behind for another corner kick. Daniel Dagger diverting that one behind. And the referee with some sorting out to do. Speaking to the two number 5s, Akinyele and Håkon Ørston. It's a tester for Harcourt. Bork Bang Kittelsen ready to deliver. A towering Holton.
I'm watching him, just don't wrap him up.
Norway's fourth corner of the game.
He's not in play. That's actually
Well, it is extremely inside that box, and yet again the referee intervened just to try and calm things down. Nieheim getting a king. Well, the front post it goes, and nice hold firm, at least for now. Ali Uzabay, head coach Nigeria, no doubt will want to see much more from half. Have lacked that. Kenyili, Bamiyi. Well, there was a shout from the goalkeeper, but Holton decided to take matters into his own hands. Norway will be more than happy with how things are at the moment. Nigeria just playing in front, not causing them any trouble whatsoever. Given away by Dagger. Ali Ayuma rather. Have a go from range again. Well, he tried it earlier in the half, but that one not quite as good. He's clearly got a taste from having a go from long range. Granos beaten in midfield. Nieheim underneath it, but so too was Akinyili. Okoro. Salihu, who for now is operating on that left-hand side, but he is now beginning to trot to his more familiar position on the right, although it might just be a ploy to try and bamboozle Norway. Here goes Auckland. He's shown too much of that to Ayuma. Ayuma scooping it wide. That's a good ball. Maigana. Norway seconds away from a half-time lead. Akinyili. Maigana. Norway remaining disciplined and organised. Achochi. Can he get something going? Well, it is a corner. And this surely will be the last act of the half. Maigana to take. And there goes the whistle for half-time. Norway fairly comfortable throughout that opening period. An early scare when Barobo Ariehi clattered the crossbar, but after that, fully in charge. A penalty converted by the captain, Håkan. But Nigeria have really struggled to get into the game. And Nigeria have work to do in the second half. Norway will be very satisfied with the way this has gone so far. Half-time in Talca. We have a scoreline of Norway 1, Nigeria 0.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Bleeding gums are a sign of bacterial infection. We always recommend Crest Gum toothpaste to our patients. Its unique antibacterial fluoride works below the gum line to reduce bleeding to strengthen gums. Thanks, Crest.
Get Advil liquid gels for fast and effective relief. And conquer your tough pain and fevers with the power of liquid fast relief. Try Advil liquid gels and get liquid fast relief.
As a mom, I know life's unpredictable, and I want to make sure my kids will always be protected. That's why I'm not putting things off anymore and taking steps to protect their financial future.
Welcome to Cover Direct, Canada's most trusted direct life insurance provider. How can I help?
Hi, I'd like to get a quote for family life insurance, please.
No problem. There's no complicated forms and you can arrange everything right now. If you're a Canadian resident aged 18 to 70, you can apply for up to $1.5 million of coverage and help give your family some peace of mind.
Sounds great.
You won't need a medical or blood test to be approved. There are just a few health and lifestyle questions. If you chose $100,000 of coverage, it could be as little as $9.66 a month for the first year. That's just 32 cents a day.
That's less than I thought. I'll go right ahead.
Cover Direct Family Life Insurance is exclusively available from us. You can't buy it anywhere else. To get a free, no-obligation quote, call one of our trusted insurance advisors today at 1-844-990-3342 or visit coverdirect.ca.
Ready to find your perfect match?
Find the right sleep setup for you and your partner too at the Mix and Match event. Limited time only at Sleep Country.
Now get back to bed.
The PointsBet Invitational only on TSN. Disney Plus and Crave. Ready for the next adventure, pal? Together starting at $15.75 a month.
We should always live like this.
I want to be a real hero. You're very special.
Okay, that was really good.
Plan starting at $15.75 a month.
Good afternoon. Welcome here inside the SportsCenter newsroom. We hope you enjoyed the first half. Jermaine Franklin, Laura Dykin here to recap all of yesterday's biggest sports stories. And there were a lot, Jermaine.
Yeah, a lot to get to, LD. And we're going to start with the Blue Jays, who could clinch the American League top seed with a win in the last game of the season. Bases juiced for Alejandro Kirk. And before hitting a dinger on Saturday, Kirk was 5 for That's big moment with the celebration. And Kirk again. Yeah. He drives it deep to left field. And it is gone. An incredible scene in Toronto for Kirk's first career Grand Slam in a pivotal at bat. The emotion speaks for itself. Kirk pumped up, rounding the bases, and blows a few kisses to the fans. Bottom 5, Jays up 6-4 with Kirk back at the dish.
Driven to center field. He's hit it well. It's gone!
Kirk's second multi-homer game of the season, 6th of his career, and he gets the curtain call. Jays score a franchise record 13 runs in the regular season finale. To the bottom of the 9th, Jays up by 9. Eric Lauer in to close it out after the bullpen shut down the Rays at bats. Miranda grounds out to Guerrero Jr. to seal the win. Toronto clinches the 7th division title in franchise history. They also match the club record with 54 wins at home on the year. 94 wins overall, their most since 1993. The celebrations are on. The Yankees and Red Sox face each other in the playoffs for the 6th time and first time since 2021. The Jays get the winner of that series.
Two storylines have really captured the headlines at this year's Ryder Cup. One being the Europeans' dominance over the opening 2 days, as they needed just 2 points in Sunday's singles to retain the cup. The other would be the fans at Bethpage Black, who have made Rory McIlroy the subject of their ire. On Saturday, his twosome with Shane Lowry needed extra security to combat the crowd. And then there's this video of a drink being thrown at Rory and his wife Erica after he wrapped up his match. Yeah, Rory not too impressed with the crowd once again on Sunday, having to step off before his tee shot. Apparently McIlroy being annoyed by the noise from rubber ducks that were being sold in a cherry fizz drink. Look, they're so cute But how could they cause any problems? Well, they had to increase security once again for his singles match against Scotty Scheffler. Scheffler up 1 on 15, and it's McIlroy putting from the fringe.
Right early now to the left. McIlroy rolls it in.
I think he likes the crowd. Scheffler looking to answer, and he does just that. He would end up winning the match, so Scheffler avoids going winless at the Ryder Cup, beating McIlroy and stealing a point for Team USA. Now, Bryson DeChambeau was trailing Matt Patrick by 5 at one point in this match, and at 12, he's got a birdie. And Bryson actually battled all the way back to have the match, becoming the first since 2002 to race a 4+ hole deficit. Now Cam Young facing Justin Rose, closing it out here on 18, grabbing another point. And then it's Justin Thomas on 18 for another match win. And all of a sudden, the American
Shane Lowry has done it. Europe. U.S. soil retains the Ryder Cup.
And you can see just how much it means to the players. Lowry so emotional after sealing it for the Europeans. U.S. soil for the first time since 2012. The party was just getting started. Everybody getting hugs, especially the ones rocking the Irish flag, as Europe wins back-to-back Ryder Cups. What a scene at Bethpage Black. It's NFL time, and we didn't have to wait long for Micah Parsons' much-anticipated return to Dallas. Just a month after being traded to the Packers, he was back in his old stomping grounds, definitely enjoying life with his new team, while his former owner continues to defend the move. The All-Pro has 54 sacks in his career, but none on Dak Prescott. Parsons saying it's going to be painful when he finally adds his good buddy to that list. What had happened Sunday? Well, his friends and family were in a field-level suite that Parsons bought before the season and was told, oh, wait, you can't get me back. So instead of the Dallas Cowboys blue, it's a lot of gold and green in that field-level suite. Final minute in the half, Packers up 11. Parsons, almost got in for the sack, but it's George Pickens coming. The Cowboys would end up taking a 3-point lead into the half, and now in the third quarter, it's Parsons appearing to aggravate his lower back medical tent, but luckily he did return to the ball game. Now under 2 minutes left in regulation. Packers down 3. Jordan Love finds for the touchdown. That's it. Third of the night, the hat trick for Dobbs. And the Cowboys needing a response. Parsons has his eyes on Dak. The Prescott gets it away to Pickens, who turns on the Jets and is in there for another touchdown. The Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb in this one, no problem. It's Pickens. And Jerry Jones, I don't know what's going on there, but he's nervous. Time for Love, though, and the Pack to take advantage of the Cowboys' defense. They do just seconds to go. Brandon McManus, the field goal, forcing overtime. They scored 17 points in the final 2 minutes of the game, and now in overtime, Prescott escaping the heat. Close it up, and look at Jalen. He did keep his little tootsies in bounds. What concentration. So it's second and goal now. Prescott rolling out. Parsons brings him down. They would rule this a sack, so Prescott making the list. Parsons may have saved a touchdown there, as the Cowboys would have to settle for the field goal. So now it's the Packers' turn, needing to convert on 4th and 6, and convert they do. Matthew Golden keeping the game going now in the red zone with the clock running. The Packers not really in a rush. Whatsoever. You seconds, 2-1. That one is inked, my man. It is the second highest scoring tie ever.
That's out from the Sports Center newsroom.
News scores, and of course, on tsn.ca. Enjoy the second half.
I need somebody, not just anybody. Won't you please, please help me?
Morning routiners. The itineranters. The perpetually early. In the square. Bumpy. Who fits better there? Consistently good. Squares make the world go round. That's why the shreddy squares in your bowl celebrate the square in you.
As a mom, I know I'm predictable, and I want to make sure my kids will always be protected. That's why I'm not putting things off anymore and taking steps to protect their financial future.
Welcome to Coverage, Canada's most trusted direct life insurance provider.
Family life insurance, please?
No problem. There's no complicated forms, and you can arrange everything right now. If you're a Canadian resident aged 18 to 70, you can apply for up to $1.5 million of coverage and help give your family some peace of mind.
Sounds great.
You won't need a medical blood test to be approved. There are just a few health
Beat Egypt on penalties in the bronze medal match. So a near miss at AFCON, but they want to go all the way here in Chile. Akinyele. Holton, whose goal splits them near Intalca, that early penalty. Dispatched with consummate ease. Nine still to come after this. Colombia, who are highly fancied at this tournament, some supremely talented youngsters in their ranks, taking on Saudi Arabia. Chochi clipping it over the top, but it gets away from Maigana. He has had Nigeria's brightest moments in this game so far. Orobo Ariehi, he's a whisker away there from getting Nigeria level in the game. Got one goal at the Africa Cup of Nations, a 2-2 draw with Kenya. Bang Kittelsen. For Luca Hoyland. Akinyele. Hitting it wide now for Amos Chochi.